Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris, man. And as always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. I guess I'm going to entitle this Synchronicity Bank PayPal credit account. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I'm going to entitle it that. I was just checking my emails. I got an email from Synchronicity Bank. And it said, read the letter. So I clicked and read the letter. And they said this. Now, I have an account with Synchronicity Bank PayPal credit. And when I opened the account, it was like $2,000 credit limit. And I never run up my credit accounts real high. I think I got $700 on that. And I pay every single month on time. And 99% of the time, I pay more than the minimum. Because my minimum is like $50. I paid $100 a couple of weeks ago. A great customer. In good standings. Excellent standing with them. So they said that we're going to lower your credit limit to $890. So they took $1,000 off. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm a perfect customer, and you try to do your perfect customers like this? I wonder what you do to the bad customers. So I was quite pissed off because, like I told you, I pay all my bills on time. I'm never, ever late with anything. Never, ever late. And like I told you, majority of the time I even pay more. So I called them, and this is how it went. Shitty customer service. I called them. First person I spoke to was a lady. Phone all crackly and garbly because she's on her cell phone. I'm like, what happened to businesses that got everything together? It's like this is like a outside deal kind of interaction. So I explained to her what came about. I said, why is my limit dropped? And I'm on time. I'm a perfect customer. So what's going on here? So she said, I'm going to transfer you over to Synchronicity Bank. What she did was send me back into the menu, back into where she was. Then it took 20 minutes almost to get another person that was still a part of that department. And then I had to tell them, explain them again what I'm calling for. So then he transferred me over to Synchronicity Bank. Finally. So I'm talking to this guy. I'm like, you the third guy I'm talking to. Hopefully it's the last guy. And so I explained it to him. And he said he's not sure why he's going to contact, the other department to find out. Because he said, yeah, I'm looking at your account. You've never been late, and, you're not over your limit. You're not even spent past $1,000 of the $2,000 limit. So he said, yeah, I'm going to contact them, and they'll get back to you. Because I told him, I said, you know what? If they don't reinstate me, I'm just going to close my fucking account and pay out that $700. I am not broke. I'm not struggling with my bills or anything like that, and I need that $700, whatever, to pay it off in small increments. What you did was a slap in my face, because I'm like, again, I'm a perfect customer. I pay my bills on time, all my bills. And I pay more than the minimum all the time. So what the did you do this for? Explain to me. And then the letter had a bunch of stuff that made no sense, and it did not apply to me and Synchronicity Bank. I'm like, don't judge me with you based on something else. And the something else is straight, because one of them was multiple credit cards accounts open. I'm paying them. I'm on time with them. So why you got an issue with this over here when you should be focused on taking care of your good customer here as in me? So it's just a bunch of bullshit. It's like, this is the first time this has ever happened to me. And like I said, if they don't reinstate that full amount, I could cancel this shit tomorrow and pay it in full tomorrow and be done with them. You done just lost a good customer. Goodbye. That is not how you treat your good customers. That ain't no way to treat none of your customers. Because it's different if I was falling behind, I'm paying late fees, none of that. From the day that account was open 2 years ago, I've been paying on time and paying more. So why the fuck did you drop my amount, And then, like I said, they gave a list of stuff that it didn't apply. And some of it wasn't even accurate. We just noticed your credit score dropped. No, it hasn't. I get a notification about my credit score every month. And my credit score has not dropped. There's no reason for it to drop when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. So that was a lie. Then the multiple credit card thing, that has nothing to do with you guys. If I'm taking care of them and taking care of you, what's the problem? Because this is something that hopefully this will happen one day. Because it's like this. I was a young man before I got married, got my first apartment, got the job, gainfully employed, credit is good. And they did this on me. Because as far as your security deposit. Well, we see, Morris, man, that you were a little late with some of your credit cards. Now, I'm a young guy. I'm just getting started. And I don't even think that was the truth. I really don't. But let's just say for the sake of this discussion that it is. We're going to need an additional security deposit of $700 of security deposit. Now, here's my issue. That has nothing to do with this. What should take place is this, that they create a database for the potential landlords to check your history with renting and paying your rent. That's what they should be pulling off a credit report. And based on that, you get your place or don't have to pay 2 months security. Because the credit card thing ain't got shit to do with this. But the argument is, well, if you're not paying that, you might not pay us. Check. If there was a database, you can check my rental history and say, this guy ain't never been late a day in his life with rent. Okay, he's good. Because again, credit cards ain't got nothing to do with renting. And I wish one day somebody would come up with that brilliant idea that they create a database that these potential renters can go into and look at your rental history. Because that's what this should be based on, not this other shit. Because this shit here got nothing to do with that. But it would not be in the potential tenant, or should I say landlord's best interest. And that's probably why, because if you got, a stellar rental history like myself, they couldn't charge you or give you an excuse to charge you an additional 1 month security or an additional month security. So I think that's why nobody wants to implement that, which would make sense. I'm renting from you, so wouldn't it make sense to check my rental history instead of my credit card history? They ain't got nothing to do with each other. Nothing, And it's kind of the same thing here. The hypotheticals that you throwing, first of all, won't fly because I'm not behind with nobody, But yet you want to base this on something that has nothing to do with this. I'm straight in this area and I'm straight in this area. I'm looking at my cat, my kitten. She got her eyes open. You got your little eyes open, buddy. Because Cotton had her babies about 5 days ago, 6 days ago. And now today, one of the kitten's eyes is open. But anyway, I just thought I would post this video, to let you guys be aware of Synchronicity Bank and how full of shit they are. Because there was no absolute reason to lower or mess with my credit, my credit amount. None, And they're supposed to get back to me in a couple of days. And if they don't reinstate it, fuck them. Close it, pay y'all off tomorrow, and goodbye to a good customer. Thanks. Great job with getting rid of a good customer. A guy that pays his monthly due date on time, usually earlier than on the day, and always twice as much, if not more, So, don't let companies try to dictate to you and just throw you crumbs because they think you look a little poor hungry animal jumping up for scraps. I ain't broke. If they don't reinstate this, I close that shit out. And then they say, okay, Tim, we kind of messed up here. Yeah, you messed up here because this dude was paying his bills, and paying, again, more than the minimum, So I thought, again, I would post this video because I want you guys to be aware of Synchronicity Bank and PayPal credit account. They full of shit. They full of shit. Hello, little bud.